your overall flow of GP database. So just now you were imitating and shouting. Oh my god. How come I keep on calling the same name? Yung Kayen.
Look to the account.
Huh?
Look to the account. Look to the account. Look to the account.
Okay, no, so the account word affairs we are done. The overall flow of the database. So what is the last part after word finding statement? Is there a last part? Actually, after word, after audit report, there's nothing, right? Someone said it. What was it? Adjustment. Okay, adjustment. In case if you have, but at this point I won't say in case, you will have adjustment. Audit is equals to adjustment. This is audit assurance, right? It's not audit adjustment. Okay. So adjustment, how to pass adjustment? When I say adjustment, it's actually double entry. Okay. So to raise JE, you have two functions. Number one is called add JE. Number two is JE summary. Add journal entry, add JE or JE summary. Both also under the engagement tab. How many types of JE we have? Adjusting journal entry. Ever heard about this term before? Those who never interned, have you heard this adjusting journal entry before? Adjusting journal entry means double entry that will be passed by auditors. We found error, then we give them the double entry to adjust the figures. That is adjusting journal entry. Number two, reclassification journal entry. Now, what is this? Don't tell me reclassification. Of what? Okay, reclassification. Reclassification journal entry is to change the accounts, to reclassify. So, for example, okay, borrowings. Borrowings long term or short term? Let's say term loan.
Long term.
Both. When we have term loan, we classify it under NCL or CL? NCL. That's what accountants do. Put it under NCL. Okay? But on that year, you pay for repayment, right? So you repay back to the bank. Then during that year, you will calculate how much is the portion from NCL. You will classify it to CL. So let's say 10 million. The first year they pay 1 million. Then you reclassify. Current liability you display 1 million. Non-current liability you display 9 million. This calculation is not very easy. You have to do your calculation. The calculation must tally back to the bank. Most of the time it will tally. Then a lot of schedules to finish. You know amortization? You have to calculate that. How much is interest, weighted average interest, effective cost, that cost, this cost. You do all of it, then you get your current portion and all. Okay? So if you have done high purchase borrowings, then you will be the audit side. So that is reclassification journal entry, which auditors will pass. But if the accountants are good, then they will do. Most of the time they don't know how to do also. Why they don't know how to do? We can't blame them, but because a lot of finance related, right? So they expect auditors have to do. But auditors, you must know how to do this. Number 3, summary of unadjusted audit difference. This one, you know the threshold we set maturity. If there is variance between accounts, but then it is below my threshold, then we'll put it under SUD. Ever heard this term before during intern SUD? Okay, right. During CDS we pass this SUD. Okay, this one you will not learn during your college time, but you will do all this during your practical time. Okay, SUD. Number 4 is proposed journal entry. Proposed journal entry is not in the textbook, but that is like something in the software. If you are unsure about the journal entry, you just pass it first, let for the manager to approve before you post. That is, you propose first, okay? Now, the tips is, not everyone can raise the journal entry. You must have the current editor rights for the TB. So, the TB database must be under your name. How to know? Go back to your binder. Select your TB. You see the current editor showing my name here. So, for now, all of you will have your name. But when you're working, most of the time you'll be sharing one binder, right? So you must say who's holding the TB rights. Only that person can pass. Because journal entries are not something that you should simply pass. Because JE can make a client go become incur loss. He had client don't like, they don't like, they were doing profit. One of my clients, few of them they were doing profit. Then we found out their revenue recognition is not, because the cut off, revenue cut off, all of this, right? Turned out to be it's not profit, loss. The moment you pass journal entry and your client is in loss, be ready to have full war form. Okay? Clear? So that's the tips here. But for now, we are not going to do all of the JE, just the first one, which is AJE. So try to recall back. Remember the bank recall example I was telling you earlier, unpresented check. Bank statement is having lesser amount than my cash book. And after 6 months, if I still cannot see that 5,000, then it means the check has been become invalid. So I need to reverse the amount in my cash book. So I debit my expenses or trade payable, credit my cash at bank. How to do this? Go to your TV database. Under engagement, find for add JE. Select add JE. Right, type AJE. Okay. Then JE number is JE1. Don't change it. Book paper reference. Okay, now I know this is bank record. Okay. In audit, right? You guys are following me? No. Where are you? You don't know which function. Add JE. Every work paper has its index number, right? Every section also has its index number. Why we need to have this index? Because we simply do it is according to MIA also. MIA wants us to do the index number so that we can cross-reference. For example, now I'm working with this schedule, right? Here. This schedule. Then I want to prove that I have the supporting already. I can't be going down and writing where's my supporting and all. So I just put the index number. When I put the index number next to the figure, then it means I'm cross-referencing it to another document. So this figure I cross-reference to another document. So same goes when I add journal entry. From which document are you getting this double entry? You find this mistake at which place, right? So I need to go, for example, here. Can you see G10524 bank recon? Don't open that. I just want you to remember that number and then type it in your add JE. G10524. Capital, G10524. Okay. So journal entry will know, okay, this figure, this journal entry is coming from my bank recon. Faham? Then description is compulsory. So you put being reversal unprevented and being exit the validity period of more than 6 months. Done. You can understand the logic of 6 months. Okay, then under available accounts, you will find all of the child's accounts. So what you have to do, you have to find for the account that you want to debit and credit. So to debit, I will go to credit table. Select STD. Double click, the account will drop down on your journal entry line. Type here trade and then double click on trade payable SGD, the account will drop down here. Okay, so let's say debit, how much? 10,000. Then credit is the bank. I got the cash. I know you will be bank starter. Okay, let's search for bank. You can either double click or you can just drag and drop. Just drag and drop. When you drag and drop, you see credit side automatically shows 10,000. Let me delete this both if you're not sure. Other description, type for trade payable SGD, double click, and then put debit amount double. Anyway, I think the double entry is very strong. Suppose this is reverse. Because of reversing, right? Oh my God. Okay? And then credit side should be drag. Drag and drop. Either double click or drag and drop. Here the last row. Second last row. Here. Okay, done. Now can you see here roll forward setting at the top? 3 types of roll forward setting. Number 1 is do not include if roll forward. You know what is roll forward? If I want to move to the next year audit, I want to bring all of this figure, make it to my prior year. So my current year will become my prior year. That is roll forward. Okay? Now, if you don't want to include this in roll forward, then leave it as it is. If you want this double entry to reflect on the following year, subsequent year, then the second setting will be more recurring journal entry. Auditors at some point you will be passing, even though it's not your job scope, you will be passing journal entry for your client. You might find this kind of client. Okay, recurring journal entry. What kind of journal entry is recurring in nature? I'm talking about manual journal entry. Not any bills or payments or invoices. What are the transactions or situations that can occur every year? If I turn on the light, then I feel it's smooth, right? It's like it. If I close, then you might feel sleepy. No. Can someone help me close the front? Yeah. Better? Don't sleep because I think it's going to rain. Looks like. Since yesterday there's no sun. You sleep then also sleep then end up your lecturer ask what happened. You say sama-sama kita tertidur. Hey, okay, yeah. Recurring journal entry. Huh? Oh, what's the question? Sorry, my bad. I didn't set it. Okay. What kind of transactions that can happen every year? Means the journal entry is recurring in nature. Recurring means every year, every period is happening. It happen every month, every period, every year. Last class students can answer all this. Harry Potter. No need lah. Salary is okay, but it's very general. What in salary? No lah, cannot do salary also. Can also lah, but then there's one thing in salary that is recurring, not salary by itself. Huh? Sorry? Dah cakap salary ni EPF, the same thing. Non-cash item. Depreciation. Give a clap. Okay, pass. Auditor. Depreciation. Non-cash item. What I'm saying is manual journal entry. Means accountants have to go and key in manually. Because the system, like salary, right? I'm using my company bank account. I transfer to everyone. Automatically the system can detect. Accounting system is usually integrated with your bank accounts, company bank account. So the moment money incoming, outgoing, you will detect and create transaction. But what I'm talking here is manual journal entry. Manual journal entry, non-cash item, right? System, accounting system cannot detect depreciation, so you have to go and key in. So if let's say you are passing something for depreciation, then you have to set to recurring journal entry. So when you roll forward the entire binder that you're doing now, right, which you will do at the end of the day. Okay? The journal entry will be rolled forward as well. Okay. Another simple thing is audit fee. Audit fee, like when I say it's too general, right? Same, all these expenses, salary, audit fee. But the provision is a liability. Every year, accountants must do provision of audit fee. They need to estimate what will be my audit fee during the year. When they do the provision, most of the time, okay, I'm saying I'm not hyping you up on the thing, it's the truth. They don't know how to do provision. Okay, so you do provision, recurring in nature. Auditors will pass provision. Okay, but the amount will be the same or not every year for audit fee? Won't be the same. So you will take the box at the bottom, clear amount. So what happened? The system will roll forward but without the amount. So next year auditor, they just go in, plug in the figure. That's all. That's the concept behind this tool. And then let's say reversing. What is reversing JE? Now can relate to your salary. What other examples? Semi-cash item, this one. Can be non-cash and can be cash. Foreign exchange, forex, every month you unrealize, then the next month you reverse to you realize you need to reverse back what? So unrealized, realized, or you give provision for salary. We won't say provision, we say accruals. When you give accrual, you need to reverse back, right? After you already pay, you need to reverse accrual. Cannot keep on make it stay in my liability when I say accrual. So when I put liability, during the beginning of the month, I need to give accrual for my salary expenses. Then once I pay for my staff, I need to reverse back the accrual. So those are reversing journal entry. So why you have to know this double entry thing? It will be easier for you to do your audit job then. That's all. So now, set it to do not include and then select save and close. Once you select save and close, you will see the AJE column is reflecting the debit and credit entry. Okay? Make sure all of your 3 worksheets reflecting the debit and credit. Subgroup summary also will have to show. Okay?
Save and close.
In your account detail, you will see there's a plus sign next to the account code. Then you just pass the double entry. So you see 2 times, correct? Actually, it's only 1 time. You know, one account can have more than 1 JE. So if first AJE, then you see AJE. Then you got second RJE1, you see here. The total will be shown at the top. That's how you're seeing that 2 times. Okay, clear JE done. Now, the moment my JE done, go to your cash and bank balance lead schedule, see if it's reflecting or not. It's not reflecting because my document is open. If it's already closed and I reopen again, yes, it will. But for now, you can go and refresh. Under engagement, you see your refresh on properties. Your lead schedule. Select refresh. My credit is here, right? My debit is not here. Why? TV can show debit and credit. My lead schedule is only showing credit. Where's my debit? I'm going to go fast after this. Just time. Still not the problem. Where's the debit side? Trade payable lead schedule. So you won't find it under cash and bank. The other one, debit is trade payable, right? So you must generate the TP lead schedule to see the entry. Okay, done. So let's say now, rather than looking at here 1 by 1, I want to see all of the JE that has been passed. Then can go to JE summary under engagement. This journal entry, right, you can find from any work paper, not only in TV database. Even your lead schedule also will have. Excel and Word everywhere will have this. JE summary, select on JE summary. This is like a library. You can find all your AJE, RJE, SAE and BJE here. Right now we only created one. Maybe you can create more. Okay? So you can create new JE from here, open, delete, close. If you don't know, select help. It will guide you. Okay, done. That's all about JE. Look at that. Okay, journal entry report. Now, for every journal entry that you are passing, you need to get approval from client side. This is a SOP in audit firm. Like I told you, they need to be informed as well. So where to find your JE report? Go to your binder. Under the financial statement tab, you can find your CC here. AJE up to BJE under your financial statement tab. All the report is here. Okay, you double click adjusting journal entries report to open. Can you see the formatting? When you see the formatting like this is coming from trial balance database, TV database. We are not creating this at all. The moment you pass JE, it will reflect inside this report. So remember, TV report function can create lead schedule, can create all the AR, right? For JE report, there is a function also, same under the TV report creation. How to create this report? You go to your TV, same place where you create your lead schedule, you will find journal entry report at the bottom. But in your case, you don't have to create all this. You want to try test, you can do. Okay, it's very easy only. You can print and then just create journal entry report. Okay, from here only all of the report for journal entry will come out. Now can you see adjusting and then I have my debit and credit total. You can publish, export this report. Okay, send to client. Client must sign. The sign saying that they acknowledge, agree. That's when you can show this in your financial statement. Clear? So you see now after for my bank account UOB, 257 was my initial unadjusted figure. Then after I pass AJE, now become 247, deduct 10K. So that is why I ask you to pre-billing from final balance, so that the adjusted figure will be reflected in your report, in your whatever Excel that you are using pre-billing. If you are using unadjusted as a pre-billing, copy pre-billing, paste pre-billing, then will it reflect the 10K that it has deducted? No, it will reflect. So you understand the logic now? Atau tak faham? You need to be able to understand this to attend the exam. The last row, okay. 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 So we have completed our audit reporting cycle. Reporting cycle only. From client PB up to report, up to adjustment, we have completed everything. This is the basics that you need to know. You know this fundamental, you will be good to go to do an audit by yourself. Because what you have to learn on top of this is just the audit program. What are the procedures, the assertions that you do that. Those are knowledge, technical skills. You can learn from anywhere. But this audit cycle is something that you can only learn when you are doing audit. You can compare back with your theory. Like if your theory is teaching you this, then it's good. If not, means just know that this is the practice that is going on in the audit industry. Clear? Don't forget the cycle. You go to interview, you can pass if you know the cycle. The question will be revolving this way. Then the interviewer will be impressed, you know, that when you can explain all this. They might not ask you, can you explain the audit cycle? No, but they can ask you how to audit expenses. And that's what they ask you. Then it's the same thing, audit program, you schedule AR, then you can tell them what are the maybe sampling for to collect evidence, and then I present my figure in my financial statement. Then they'll be like, okay, very good. Later you pay me. Okay, so we have done everything about the audit knowledge. Now we are going into software only fully software. Okay, how to manage work papers within the system. Means how to add, delete, move, transfer, export work papers. Okay, so you can find all this in help topics also. Number one, we are going to do adding a new work paper from an existing file or a placeholder. Now, placeholder means, you know, you chop place for your friend when you go to a lecture. Right, I chop. You don't chop place, is it? And then same thing also for documents. You chop the tempat first. You reserve that space because, for example, bank confirmation. You don't know when you will get. Hujan. Sleep ah? Ayol. How to go back home already jammed because they got this rally thing going on. Simply like people got no politics. Above 18, right? Anyone below 18? Below 18, you are still a baby. Go back home. Okay. So placeholder means, like for example, bank confirmation. When I say bank confirmation, you don't know when you will receive. So you reserve the spot first. Because the index number is important. When a group of people are working in a binder, you don't know who can go and use the index number. You want G10524, someone already used it for different. So you reserve first. Okay? Now, Let's replace the placeholder. Let me see if we have placeholder. Okay, you go to your cash and bank balance. An example of placeholder is this one, cash certificates. G10514. Okay, this is an example of placeholder. Means, can you see the rest of the working paper got Word or Excel icon? But this particular document got nothing. Just like a book icon. So it means I need to replace this with any of the file that I have. So what I want to do now is right click on that cash certificate. Find for replace placeholder. So I want to replace this placeholder with what file? So it's asking you with this file. What file? Can you see the description is placeholder? So then you click on browse. Remember the training folder that you downloaded by the template and training? Go look at your training folder. Your downloads. You know the training material you downloaded, right? From your classroom. Go to your download, then you find training. Find training. Under training, you see training manuals and training data. Select training data. Got training data, right? If you don't know, or to make it easier for you, okay, this is the file, right? You unzip. Remember you copied your binder template from here. Copy your training also. Copy this entire folder. I'll teach you one shot. Just copy this entire folder and then go to your C drive, go to your PFX, WM, save location. You paste it here. Once you paste it, you see your training should be updated at this date also. Same thing also for binder template. So you have all in one location lah, rather than just go search and search. Okay? So inside training you should find these two, training data and training manual. Manual is all the PDF you should, not all of this, but you find whatever is relevant to you. Then data is the training materials inside here. Okay? So now I right click, I replace placeholder, browse, and then you already have your training data, right? Find for cash certificate, select, click OK. So now you see the placeholder now got a location. Then click OK. Tukar jadi PDF kan? So I got. So this is how you replace a placeholder. Now let's say you don't have a placeholder, but you just straight away add the file to the binder. Then you need to select the tab. Tab means in which folder, which tab do you want to add the file. So under cash and bank, you select cash and bank and then right click. You have two options. Either you can add from template or add from file. So if you have template, there's a difference between template and file. Okay, but right now you don't have a template. So select file. New work paper from file. You go back to the same training data. Let's say you receive your confirmation already. Select bank confirmation. UOB and then click OK. Now when you click OK, it will ask you for select the work paper properties. Means give the index. So let's say the index for this G105 to 3.5. 2.5. 5 to 3.5.
Okay, when
G105 to 3.5.
Cash in bank balance.
Okay?
So
And then work paper name, you can remain it same. Tab location, okay, G10500 cash and bank. And then
New
roll
work
forward,
paper
same
from
thing, like how you do merger entry. Do you want to roll forward or not? part you just do not roll forward because the bank confirmation will change every year. Then select OK. Can you see how it went and insert in between 523 and 524? So that is the formatting behind this alpha numeric.
有点点点
So if I put 525, it will go below bank record. Let's say you want to modify this. Say I don't want 0.5. That's not how my firm works. I want to put 525 straight. Right click on that work paper again. You will find properties. So just remember, every time when you want to modify something, just go to properties. Binder properties, client folder properties, TV properties, computer properties. Properties are then go and change it back. Okay, clear? Now, inserting and opening work paper reference links. Okay, now this is relating to your cross-reference. Remember I was explaining about cross-reference? Who doesn't know what is cross-reference yet? I can explain again. Cross-referencing means, for example, where is my adjusting thing? AJE report. You see this column G got WP ref. Now, when I pass something, not only AJE, like any type of work, I'm referencing this to another document. So now, how can I get a bank recon adjustment? Definitely I need my bank recon verification. Then only I can find out this figure, right? So that's why I cross-reference to G10524. But this document name is C10120, correct? So, what usually would happen in audit firm, right? The moment let's say I'm your manager, I'm reviewing. Oh, okay. Your name?
余杭
Hui Hang. Hui Hang. Okay. Hang. Okay. Who said earlier Hang submitted this? Okay, he got past journal entry. Oh, he got cross-reference. Means this journal entry I can find more information in this document. So rather than going to the binder, scroll one by one to find the document, I can open it from here. How to open? I go to engagement. And then you see open WP reference. But make sure you select the cross references, the cell. Then you click on open WP reference. System will open the document. So you see the Excel is loading at the bottom. Done. Open. I never click anything. Okay, we are open. Then your manager will see, oh, this is where the 10,000. Let's say this is the 10,000 and then 500. You do cross reference here also. Hang, boleh faham? Hey, you know the hang is actually a very honorable word, right? Malay. Hang, hang tua. Nobody cares anything. Everything they already make it sound wrong already. Okay. Okay, so let's say this is 10,000. Unpresented check. Open. Then here also you need the cross reference. Then the moment manager comes inside the document, then he will find. Okay, that's the 10,000. Right? Then you don't let him play hide and seek line in the document. Hey, I'm here, find for me. No. You do cross reference. So how to do cross reference? Next to the number, you go to engagement. You will find insert WP reference. Select insert WP reference. Then here, where should I cross reference now? To the report, JE report. Again the JE report. So both places will cross reference to each other. They are coupled. Okay. Then my I don't know what is my JE number. So I can see here C10120, right? Here you don't have to scroll. You just type C10. You see they akan pergi C. If G, then they akan pergi G. Okay. So I go back to C. insert WP reference and then C1 here, my AJE report. Then I insert and then close. Dia dah keluar. Okay. Why this is helpful? Because you cannot make a comparison now. Since you have never worked. If you are doing manual way of audit, you have to, what happens, yes? Yeah, I'll show you. Let me explain. Okay, I'll show you. What happens in manual audit is that you will find they will give you colorful bands. So, they will give around. So that's why you are all very excited because the administration there, they will give you file, they will give you green color, all colorful band for you to do this cross-reference custom check. Until this I know I'm going to suffer. Because when I say cross-reference, you will have to do a lot of work papers. Mostly most of the work papers will have cross-referencing. Especially your lead schedule, which I will explain later on to Shika how to do it again. Okay? So when we do cross-reference, let's say in my this bank record, my client prepared this, then I verify, okay, I put cross-referencing here. Of course you can go and type that. You type like C10120, you change the font color, do your font here. Then you go find out in your site. Where's the other font? C101. It will take time. So with the help of software, you can just open from here. Now you select this and then you open, it will open for you. Okay? So proper way to do cross-referencing, right? You save and close this. Save and close this. Okay, AJE report, no problem. You can just leave it at open. TV also, TV don't cross-reference. Like I told you, TV is for viewing purpose. Don't cross-reference it. Use this. Okay. Not so. Report you can just save and close. That's what it's getting. Okay. How do you use the SOP? Every firm use cross-reference. The moment you go to lead schedule, I have my bank account UOB. How to prove my bank account UOB? Bank confirmation. So to show to my manager that I've done the work, I will insert a WP reference here next to the number. Next to the number, not above or below, next to the number. Okay, then you select insert WP reference. Find for your bank confirmation. Here's my bank confirmation. Just type G, then it will come out. All the G, those papers will come out. You just type A, then you will go to A. Type G, you will go to G. If you know the full number, type the full number. Select bank confirmation, insert, close. Dah keluar dah.
在
Then you
那
just
个我们旁边
it will
老
be
电
the
视
column.
啊，WP
Okay, Kashika? Faham? No. You don't know what's happening.
6.5
Why?
6.5的话，
换了，
Cash and bank lead schedule. Cash and bank lead schedule.
可以换了，
显示6.5。
Then you double
对
click on
对
the，
换
page
区
column, then you go to
一
this.
525。
Up to some firm use blue color, most of the firm they use red color. Referencing. Then you just change
他
colors.
换的时候你有没有换？
他换是那个点的那个换。
Okay, cross referencing, this is how it needs to be
叫我们
done.
讲，
Then from
然
here,
后就换掉了。
then from here I want to open the reference. Select open WP reference.
显示 bank
So I know my bank confirmation needs to be in
一样的
PDF.
了，只是你是
So
点
the PDF will be in 6
显
notes.
示这个有列。它 number 是讲满。
One internet user. Not the money.
不懂从哪里按的，
I have to
我
go
真的，
select.
我的第一个是按，哦，你按过去吗？
Okay? Then here also I need to cross-reference. Where? Here's my amount, right? Then I cross-reference. But for PDF, you cannot find the engagements cross-reference function because your PDF Adobe Acrobat is being professional based the plan of the package. So you have to be the basics or the reader. Basic or reader will not work. Only professional you can find the cross-referencing tools. Okay, close the confirmation. Done. That's all cross-referencing. Not so hard. Insert, open. Insert, open. Okay, number 3, linking information using name function, date function, and TB-link. TB-link we already go through, right, earlier?
这些比例的可
Okay,
以
now open your M Plus Basic FS. Yes. M Plus Basic FS, you open this. Select on the Coffee X your client name. You will see the formula bar that it won't be showing a client name but showing a formula. Right? It's the same thing. On your asset 31st March also formula. Your 2025, 2024 formula. All of this. So now these are links. Why? Because when I roll forward or when I use this template to another client, I need that template to reflect the latest information, not Coffee Express. If I suddenly move this to Alarm Links and Remunerat, it should show Alarm Links. If I roll forward, then it should become 2026 and 2025. That's why we do linkage for everything. How to create this link? For example, I delete this. You go to your engagement function, you will find name functions. Name. Select your name function. For engagement info. Engagement info related to your binder. Whatever you key in during your binder creation will show here. Client is your client folder information. Firm info is about your audit firm. Now your audit firm name is Star University. Okay? So client info, right? For client name. I'll select client info. Now you know why your Word, Microsoft Word Power Page, everything is linked because we use this function. So let's say I want the work paper name to be shown. I go to engagement info, you say work paper name and enter. Select work paper name. Okay, while for 2025, you see it's CY and bracket, right? Delete. Go to date function at the bottom. At the date function. Okay, I'm actually going further. So I want you to catch up. So date function, you see I got my prior year. Prior year, how many prior year? One. Okay, mine was I done this. Anyone has issue when you select prior year 1? What added? No, yours is showing 2025, right?
2024.
Maybe because your prior year, sorry, 2024. But the figures is coming up. Okay. Then I have to change. This is current year. Sorry. Confused. Current year 2025. Yeah, you just play around with the functions. Play around on empty space lah.
before 那一个 date function 呢
Okay, done with that. Fourth, sending a work paper to file or mail.
旁边他做那一个附属另外一个 name
Okay, now if you're using Microsoft Outlook, like I told you earlier, the software integrates with Microsoft Office.
不是有另外一个
So anything Microsoft product can integrate. Outlook also can integrate. Outlook is like Gmail, Microsoft. So if I want to send any document, I can send straight to the email. Then you just put your who's your receiver, then they will receive it. But if you don't have Outlook, then you will just send the work paper to a file. To a file means to your machine, to desktop ke document, whatever folder where you want to save it. How to save? Go to your binder. Let's say classify report, extra explain, any document. As long as the document is not open currently, if it's open, then you cannot export. Then it will give you a warning saying that the work paper is locked for editing. So just select any work paper that is not being open at the moment. Right click. You would find send to function. Bottom. So like I told you, you got no Outlook, so ignore the mail. Ignore the second one. Yours is the file, the last one. Select file. Select the file format to use. You got 3 types of format: original, publish, and PDF. Original means literally whatever you are saying will be exported out. Okay. Publish means if let's say that particular file has a lot of formulas and linkage, like our AMPERS basic FS, right? When I export those AMPERS basic FS, what happens is that you don't cancel. I'm going to show you this entire Excel sheet, right, is full of formula. Can you see all this? Full of formula. If I export this out and send to client, can you do you think they can see the figures? It will become error or what? Hashtag value error, something like that, right? So we want to solve this problem. How to do this? I need to publish. What publish file will do is that the system will convert all the formula and paste it into value. You know paste value, right? When you paste value, there is no any formula in the background. That's the meaning behind publish file. So you need to know, if I'm sending a file internally with my colleague, then I just send original file format. Because they have software, they can put it in the software, they will view the figures. But if I'm sending it to someone who don't have the software, then I publish the file for them. So that the system will convert all the formula, all the formatting, no formatting, send it in a value format. Okay? Or third version is much more better, it is PDF, convert PDF. So don't use Google to convert PDF. Why? Because most of the time, because they don't have PDF converters, staff will go and upload it in the Google there. You know the I love PDF. The free converters. What happens when you upload that? You're uploading your client's information in a public server. So you save convert PDF inside the system or use your save as PDF. Done? Click OK. Okay, can you see the bottom got combine multiple work paper? This will work when you have a lot of work papers selected to send to. Then it will ask you, do you want to combine all those into one PDF? Then you tick that and then you give the file name at the bottom. See the file name. Okay. Now my classify report I want to convert to PDF. Then I select OK. Where do you want to save? Then you select where you want to save. So I'm going to put it under my desktop. Yes. Then click OK.
Just okay.
Already saved mine has some issues going on. Okay, see? Yes? That's it. But then I got issue like I told you. There's the error identity, I haven't prepared the system yet. So it's blank. But for you can view or not. here. Close your work paper. Yeah. Remember when you want to export, publish, convert to PDF. When you want to export the work paper, make sure you already close that inside the binder. Then only you can export. If you never close, it either will hang or it will give you an error that this work paper is being locked by this user. 10. This is my first time. I've been here since March. Your seniors. Never really. And then started our second batch in July, first week of July. Never really so fun, never really at all. My first time. In our Indian customs and traditions, they say whenever something is happening and it rains, it's a good thing. So I don't know what's the good thing here. Okay, settle the last row. No, still never settle. Why? Shaolin can come. They like to make me walk. This folder you read first, baby. Just read quickly, then you will know what they're asking. Okay, yes. Still hang. What did it? The fella got angry already. Hey, the system will not simply hang unless you go and click so many times. The moment you already click, it is not showing you, it is loading in the background. This software, I know when it was created. Before you born, before I born, after she born. My consultant, she's my manager. So, 19 plus. That's why you see the interface is a bit old, right? Function big. Even your UI can
感谢同学，还是5点同学。
啊，为什么明白？You from UI, then why you like KPMG? Did you say KPMG? No. UI canvas looks elegant. Don't know, my time. Now I cannot really recall. I know the color, yellow, black. Huh? Got another software, right? They got another software also. They were building at that time. Okay, that one. My time they were building it at that point. Thinking then your time means how old? Okay, that good? Okay, okay, then we already complete the 4. Actually, there are 20 functions. And then it's managing work paper got 20. that are more advanced level. But they thought no need to give you more advanced. Then you can overtake those senior senior. So we give you only 4. Can you remember this form? Make sure you remember this form. Giving you hint. Sorry. Okay. After that, what is another SOP that you need to do in audit? Stick mark. Stick mark means when you already completed certain certain work done, you will put tick marks to show that you have done it. So in a symbolic way. What is the symbolic way? Here. Under engagement, you will see the tick marks like this. So we have nearly 60 to 70 tick marks. Green color is for preparer, blue is for first reviewer, red is for second reviewer. So your category is green. Right now, these tick marks are actually pictures. You know the sticker, small sticker, and then it's the format. So if you want to modify really the tick mark, select the sticker, the image. Okay, go to your lead schedule. So let's say for cash bank, below this 258. Okay, you are saying, you already do the work done. Then you go to your tick marks. Okay, let's say I'm selecting this tick. Then you can move it here where you want to keep it, or let's say keep it like here and also. And modify bigger. So every tick mark has its meaning. For you to know the definition, at the bottom you can see tick mark definition. Select on the tick mark definition. Yes, you can see here. GL means agree to GL. This sticker means agree to prior year. Okay, then yours is green color. Then go to green color. One partner, red color, got a lot of 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D because they want to give you review note. They put 1, 2, 3, where, you know that for you, you work at. Okay, now this tick mark, right, is actually depending on your firm. You won't be using all of it. The firm will actually standardize. What are the firm tick marks that you're going to use? You know casting check for interns? Have you done casting check for report? You got to tick mark casting check, right? Same thing. Casting check means in report you have to count everything. Count one by one, total NCA, tally back or not. Current assets. So you take calculator, you count. Once you count, then you do a work done that. I've done my casting check. All of that you will use tick mark. Okay? So we already have built into those. Tick mark easy, that's why one slide. This tick mark, if you don't want, select on the picture, delete. Now moving to the next one is work paper notes. Okay, work paper notes is for your review note. So for example, every work paper, if we want to have, we can insert the note. So what are the notes that we have? Number 1, open item. Okay, the first note type is open item. Open item is for yourself. You want to remind yourself, you use open item. Okay. Number 2 is team note. Team note is review note. So for non-interns, review note is something that manager and partner will always, or senior will give to you. Then you have to go and resolve the issue. Their work is to find a mistake. Okay, then review note. But in system we call this as team notes. But when you get review note, you must respond to the note. Even though you already resolved the issue, you still have to respond to them saying done, completed, whatsoever. And then notes for next period. Okay, notes for next period is for next period. When I roll forward the binder that we are doing now, okay, if there are something that is related to next period, you just put note for next period. Then next year auditor will be informed. Why? Because most of the time client will ask you, why last year auditor also asked you such things? Ever encountered? The moment they ask you, like, if you're not confident, then you can stand up. Everyone went through that same journey only. After that, you're confident, you become senior or experienced auditor, you will know how to answer them. So rather than asking the client the same thing, we have our internal SOP. So I put note for next period. What kind of loan for next period can occur? Now I am in 2025. 2024, I need to audit this year. I have to step in this year to audit last year's work, right? So when I go inside, for example, I'm asking for bank account listing from client. Give me the list of bank accounts you have. Then they also will give everything. Because for them, they won't divide by the cut-off date as per year end. For them, they have one listing, they just put everything in one listing. You don't know which one is for current year end, for 2025 and 2024. Okay? So when they give everything, then you are seeing, I'm auditing for 2024. I have 5 bank accounts tallying. Then there's one more, new one. Let's say Maybank, which they opened this year. But am I auditing 2025? No, I'm auditing 2024 December. January to December 2024. So what will happen? You will ask client, hey, why got new? What is this? New account. Then they will explain to you, oh, this year we opened new bank account and all. They will give you all the supporting without you asking. Definitely they'll give you, because for them they just want to dump everything to you. They'll give everything to you. Then you don't go and give it back to them saying that, hey, this is not our job, you know. Next year auditor will come and ask you give it to them. Like that. So when you receive those that is not related to current year but to subsequent, you store it, you put a note inside the binder saying a new bank account has been opened for subsequent period, which is 2025. The document is in where blah blah blah, where is it? Then when next year auditor who will be coming in when 2026, they will come in, right, to audit 2025. They won't go and ask again, hey, why you got new account? And then the client will give you bang like that. Something is going on. Any problem? No, because I can hear this one. Then I'll forget my script. Okay, clear? Clear? Right? So that is notes for next period. Right? What happens is that when you roll forward the binder, the right note for next period will change to open item category. Okay, will change to open item category. Because open item is as a reminder. So it's a reminder for the subsequent year auditor. Okay. Now the tip is the best practice. Whenever a review note has been raised, you must respond, and it's either you or your senior level manager partner, they will have to clear it. Do not delete the notes. Unless the note is to yourself, you put a note to remind yourself, yes, you can delete. But if another person is raising a note to you, or you are raising a note to another person, do not delete, respond and clear. Because if you delete, you can't go and get it anywhere back forevermore. Okay? So how to create this note? Let's create note. Go to your cash and bank balance sheet schedule. So let's say that you are the junior auditor. You are working, and then you already do the work done for bank account. You already insert cross reference for petty cash. Then you know your total agree GL. Then you come down here, you say, hey, what is this repo? Repo is cash equivalent if you are not sure what is it. Something like fixed deposit. So repo and FD. Then you will have statement for this. Alamak, I forgot to get statement. I'm telling you the story, wait. In order to get statement, I need to follow up with client. So you see here got WP note at the top. Select this. Once you select this, you see your work paper name and then type change to open item. Open item, then you created by myself when I create. Then put subject to follow up. Follow up. Okay, then I go to note.
WP note.
Note is for you to explain more. Up to you if you want to give more description or just subject. Okay? So let's say there is no note, then you just put to follow up, FD, and repo statement. Subject is required, note is optional. Then click OK. Once you click OK, you won't find the note icon inside here. Where can you find the workpaper note icon? Hmm? Oh, so later I show you. You can just put anything. I don't need to really follow. What do you want to follow? To follow up. Mine already eat or not? Okay, go to your binder. You see here got note icon, right? You have to go to the binder to see where is the note. Okay. So this is the workpaper that I created the note. Here, Prisha, you can see here at the bottom. You follow up, FD and repo statement. Understand? That is one of the way. While you are doing, wow, I suddenly feel very hot. Don't you feel hot? Or cold? Okay, while I'm doing the work paper, then I have something to do, something to remind myself, then I create WP note within the work paper level and then I create. Okay. Second way, let's say team note, reviewing. So let's say I'm the manager now, I'm reviewing, then I want to raise note to another person. In the same week schedule. Now what I can do, I can just right click on that work paper. You don't have to close your work paper, it still can be open. So it's your right click and then you will find the work paper note here. Right? Select. So I will be showing you 3 locations where you can find the function, but you can stick to one if you want. Which one is more easy for you? Now the type, yes? Don't select stuff created by your name only, preparer. The password will only be requested when changing the stuff. So just create from partner level only. Right now, you are seeing the username here is created by partner, preparer, anything. So yours depends on what profile you log in from. If you log in from preparer, here it will show preparer. Then from preparer you change to partner, it will require password. Because it's a different people's profile. That's how the system will think. Okay, but for you, you can just use anything partner or manager because you don't have a profile dedicated to yourself. It's a general profile. Okay. Where did I stop? What? Team note, right? Okay. So, team note. What kind of review note can I raise? Just say that anything you want to raise, right? So here team note, I'm giving attention to all binder stuff. So whoever has been assigned to this binder, any of them must respond to the query. Okay? Or I select, unselect this and then give attention to 1 or 2%. You have to unselect and then you can select who you want to use. So let's say Regina. If your partner, you give to preparer. If your preparer, you cannot give to manager lah, but this one is just practice. So just select somebody. Okay, that's subject for review note. Then I just subject, I put RN. Then note, I put number 1. That's the analysis. Usually this how they give you RM lah. 1 2 3 4 more RN you receive, the more time you have been continue. So try to receive as less RN as you can. It's impossible. Have you received RN before? It work? Wow, so good. I also received RN from Korea. Okay, done? Click OK. You will see the RN, the note will be displayed at your note pane. So if you want to have a larger view, right, you see I can drag. So we already do team note. Note for next period, right? Don't right click, just select on the read schedule. You see at the top here got shortcut icon here, create wallpaper note. Select it. For me, if you ask, this is the most easiest way, just comment it. Then change to note for next period. Subject. New FB account. And note I put those kind of letters, right? Like permanent letters will go under permanent audit file. No need to be exactly same. Okay, then I click OK. Done? Okay? Can you see the difference between open item? Open item has the icon of like an exclamation mark. Seems like a reminder. At the side here. If you don't have, then it means you never change the type of open item. Okay, you see if I double click on my note, it will show open item. Okay, next is RN. RN will have like two people's face. So it's like communicating with each other. Okay? This is strictly for work communication. You want to ask what time your friend's going for lunch, anything like non-work related, don't use this function. Hey, what's up? Then I respond. Not so good. Manager lah. Then the manager can see everything. Third one, note for next period. The note for next period, you see, there's a timer. Why there's a timer? Because the note for next period is waiting to be rolled forwarded. So the next day auditor will see that as an open item, as the first item. Convert to open item. Itu saja. Easy. Okay, easy peasy, not easy. This is the most easiest subject, like can you compare to all of your accounting and finance. So no rules, no report, no standard, nothing. Imagine memorizing NFRS standards. Easy design point. Okay, you must be able to know how to create this. Right click, find for create work paper note. Just follow the instruction during exam. That's all. You will have clear instruction. Looks like I'm using too much time. Okay, let's say now RN. Remember I told you the tips? when a review note has been raised, need to be response. So who needs to respond? You see the person from myself to Regina Wong. But right now, Regina is not here. So I am Regina. I'm going to act like Regina, but I won't log in from Regina's profile. Let's assume I'm Regina, I'm responding. So when I respond, I need to right click on the note. Then I will find respond to note. Select respond to note. When you select respond to note, you will see the subject has RE now. Response. Okay, then you decide number 1. Where's the analysis? So you can find. Inserted. Figure not savvy. Fail checking with client. Number 3. No process of etiquette. Done. Done or inserted. This is how you need to reply. And then you just click OK. So can you see there's the train going on? The line follow. So my RN now I have RERN. Boleh faham? Okay. Now let's say I have for one binder, I have a lot of documents, right? I can't be saying that I only have one review note. Might have review note for every work paper, who knows? Right? And if I want to find all those notes, then I have another view called note summary view. Right now, just now you was in binder view. Now you will go to note summary view. Note summary view, collapse all. Collapse all at the top. Collapse all, then the system will show like this. So you got your 3 category, right? Theme note, open item, and note for next period. Just expand your theme note. So how many RN you have, you will see all of those RN. Then when the RN got plus button next to it, it means the RN got response. If the theme node or any node don't have plus sign, like this, next to it, then it means there's nothing inside. So now I have. But here, you can't see the content of it. You're just seeing the title. Where to see the content? There at the bottom here. You're seeing the bottom. Okay, at the bottom, you're seeing here. Can find everyone? Can you find the last row? Then okay. So now I have my RN and then my staff already replied to me. The next step is to clear the node because it has been resolved. So can you see the status is open? Okay, how to clear? You just either right click, you clear the key. Done. Clear means strike off. So when it is strike off, then we are not revisiting the node again. Done. Now the status will change to from open to clear. Okay. Same thing will reflect in your binder view. If you select binder view, you see it has been cleared as well. Can we delete? Can we delete this once it's cleared? Can we delete? No, don't delete. If you delete, you cannot find again. That's why wallpaper node dah habis. So what you're seeing here is, you see got 4, let's see. I select my open item. At the bottom here, you see got 4 functions. These are shortcut for you to open the node. This is for you to clear. This is respond. This is to open the workbook. Any question? To unclear the node, you just select on the first review node, the main topic. Okay, review node, double click, you see got cleared by, right? You untick the box, then it will not clear. Okay, you just can select clear or unclear, clear or unclear up to you. can we move on to the next slide? Got 1 more hour and then got 10. Right. So fast. Work paper sign off is very easy. Sign off is the time, by the time you already finish your work paper, you just sign off as completed. Okay? So how to sign off? Just right click on that work paper. You will find sign off as preparer, first reviewer and second reviewer. Always go in the ascending order. Preparer needs to sign off first. And then sign off as first reviewer. After preparer sign off, then reviewer should sign off. Already sign off as preparer. Okay, you see it's got initial, right? With the date. Yours will be prep or partner. Okay. When reviewer wants to sign off, reviewer will have special options called lock and freeze. So let's say they don't want the staff to go modify again, they can lock the work paper from here. So for now, don't lock, just click OK. Same goes to second review by a sign off as second reviewer, lock, don't lock. Can you see got 3 different colors? You must only sign off as preparer. Don't sign off as reviewer and second reviewer during your actual work. Now you're feeling. You can also sign off multiple work papers together. How? Shift, select. So select the first one and then select the last one. Sign off as preparer here, or you can always use the shortcut at the top. Here. Done. Okay? How to do it again? Okay, you shift, select everything, and then you see at the top got the icon. Green color. Circle. Sign off as preparer. With that, they are sign. Either you right click to sign off or you just use the icon. Anyways, it's still the same. Get it? Okay, third one. You also have sign off summary view. Like note summary view, you have sign off summary view. What you do, you collapse all first. Collapse all. You see got 4 category. In process means the work paper haven't been signed off yet. Still in process. Ready for review. The moment you as a preparer already sign off, you will see the work paper will go for it under ready for review. So managers queue now. Ready for review, manager has to go sign off. Then manager, once they already review, they sign off, the work paper will go under review. Once manager already sign off and then the work paper goes under review, it's the partner's queue now. Partner will go under this review and then he sign off or she sign off, then it will go under second review. So how to do? Even from here, a manager or partner or whoever is signing off as reviewer, right? They will just see, okay, ready for review. I can start the review. They can open the work paper from here. They can create WP note from here. Okay, they can do and then they can sign off. So how like this? Shift select, sign off as first reviewer. You see how the document will just flow to the next category. Go down here. Then same. Partner. Partner usually won't sign off everything. They just sign off the important. Then sign off, okay. You see they can put it one. Can you see the flow when you're doing it? Until every document in process becomes empty, until then you have to check and monitor this. You can try. You can try. Just sign off, then it will flow down. Flow down. So if I go to my binder view now, see whatever I sign off from my sign off summary view will be reflected here also.
再拿一个要sign off，再拿一个要sign off。
给你看吧，哪一个？
Can? So all the sign off work paper note, right? Doesn't matter if you have a software or not, it's still the audit SOP. You have to do it. The difference is when you're doing it manual, like I told you, you use all the color bands or you sign editor. Current editor means you have the rights to modify the work paper. That is current editor. Then other team members can only read. They will have the version as read only. You know the read only version of file. You only have that version until the current editor assigns the work paper to you. Clear? So you can assign an entire section to someone or particular work papers only to someone. You can do that assigning. Then you have current editor view. Current editor view, you can go to the view, you will see all of the stuff that is given access to the binder. And then there's one more additional section called unassigned. So the last view is current editor view. Okay, current editor view. Collapse all, you will find everyone here. Everyone's next. So here you will see who is responsible for which section, which work papers. You can see from here. Okay? And then can you see the last one got unassigned, right? If no one is having the rights to the work paper will be shown here, the unassigned. Means I'm not holding the rights, you are not holding the rights. So who is having the rights? The server is having. So you can just go and take the rights when it's unassigned. Faham? Unassigned? Okay, that is all about unassigned. So we have completed managing work papers. Done. What? Yes.
Just now we said don't forget and assign. I mean assign.
Can. What?
Curious.
Okay. The thing is, in audit practice, you have to be very careful when you sign off. Because this sign off is actually complying with the regulation, you know, the things when you sign off. No. You know that, right? So that's why you're asking. So that's why you simply cannot sign off. You have to wait for your manager or your senior instruction. They say, okay, everyone, means you would have done the work a week ago, 2 weeks ago, but you have to wait for them to say, okay, you know what, go and sign off. Now, before this time, they will tell you what time, now they sign off, before signing. That is for listed companies. If normal SME, just sign off. Why they are doing this way? You know inspectors. You know inspectors? That, not police station. MIA inspections. They will come and check your file to see how true are you. What if you backdate? You got backdate or not? You know what's backdate, right? You completed today, but then you signed off last week. I cannot talk about all this very. Okay, so for that is why we don't teach you this, but because you're asking, teach you, and you go and spread the news. To delete, remove sign off. For example, bank confirmation UOB. I right click. You see sign off work paper properties. Again, to modify, again you have to find the properties. Select. You see under prepared got your name right as sign off. You select that. And then there is one minus sign, small one here, minus. Click that, dia akan hilang. And then you must click OK. That's like this.
Tengok.
But you will get into trouble if you do this. You know why? Right click on that work paper, you go to your properties, ada history. See history saying remove. That's why you must, if you're doing auditor, you haven't become senior yet, you always ask your senior before you sign off. This problem will not happen in a manual audit because manual audit, how they will check. I can't go take the magnifying glass, see the ink, sudah kering ke, cannot do that. But don't worry, even for history also we have another thing where we don't share. Cannot share. Okay? Unlike signing off, you can select multiple wallpaper and sign off, right? But for deleting, you have to do it one by one. This has been done purposely so that you won't go and simply sign off. Done? Clear? Got backdate also, then what I also want to show. Backdating sign off is not supposed to be done. If they find you're backdating, habis. Letak jawatan. Backdate also. Okay. One more subject. Sorry, I can't give you a break. Because 5. See the flow lah. If it's ending by 5:30, then I'll give you a break. Okay? So now, we already done the field work, everything that you have to do during the field work. Okay? You have done your review, sign off, etc. etc. Now is the time you're deciding, okay, I've done my stuff. I need to share everything to the server. All this while, whatever you have been doing, right, it stays within your machine. Where it stays? You know where in your machine it stays? Remember the C drive, you went and copy paste your binder template and training earlier? Got the PFX engagement folder, right? Every working you are doing right now is going into that folder. So if you delete that folder, gone. All the work is gone. Unless you already sent to server, then you can always recover back from, retrieve back from server. So right now, every working that we have done is going into the C drive PFX engagement. So from my local machine, I want to send it. Your server is not here, but let's just assume there's a physical server, okay, or a cloud server. When you want to upload, you have 2 locations. Remember your location when you log in? What is the first one? What location did you log in today morning?
Office.
Office. Another location is field mode. Office and field mode, right? When you log in via Office, you have express synchronization, the function name. This is the function name. Express synchronization, most preferred method. You just select expressing, it will automatically upload to the server. Then second function name is synchronized work papers. Means I just want to share certain work paper only, not the entire binder. But if I select expressing, entire binder will be shared. Third one, check in all work paper, check out all work paper. Check in, check out me, I explain you later what is it. But these are the function. All of this function has the same purpose, to share the work papers. Let's say you are in field mode. Then you will use create binder package. That is the function name. How does the system know if you are in the office or if you are in the field mode? Let's say this is my office room. That's my entrance exit door. I'm logging in my office, right? And then I bring my laptop. The moment I step outside, you think the system can find? Hey, she already left the office. I cannot share it to the server. You think the system can detect? They are saying no. You are saying no also. Who is saying yes? No. System can detect. System will know if you are working from office, if you are working from home, you are working from anywhere. How the system goes. Earlier today morning when we log in, I just gave you a very simple meaning. When you are in office, you use office. When you are out of office, you use field, correct? But that is not the actual. The real reason behind this is the internet connection. When you are in your office, you know how a server will look like, right? You go to cinema theatre, all you can see the server at the one corner. Your uni also will have. So every firm will have their server. Doesn't matter audit firm or non-audit firm, they will have their server. Now that server and your laptop will be running with the same connection. Let's say TAR UMT 5G, Unified 5G. Okay, that is how the machine will ping the server. Have you heard this term ping? They say ping the server. I will detect the server. So when you detect the server, then you are in the same connection. So when you're in the same connection, you can use all of this function. This function will work. The moment you step out, you already disconnect from the office Wi-Fi. You're using your own hotspot, or you're using your home Wi-Fi or Starbucks Wi-Fi. That Wi-Fi cannot ping the server. Cannot connect to the server. How it will connect? You know VPN. Everyone knows, right? Okay. You don't laugh. Okay. This VPN will connect your external Wi-Fi to your internal Wi-Fi, your office Wi-Fi. Then when you have VPN, you can use this. Most of the firm now, VPN is crazy expensive. Okay. So you use field mode. Field mode is system will know, okay, I'm not connected to the server. Then you cannot use all of this function. You will use this function called create binder package. So the technical term behind this office and field is that when you are in your office network, Wi-Fi network, and your server is in the same network, you guys will be using Office to log in so that you can upload it to the server. When you are not using your Wi-Fi's network, any of other network, then you use field mode to log in and use this function. Why? In field mode, you cannot connect to your server one. So how you can upload to server? Cannot. Boleh faham? No. Jangan faham. Who don't understand? Just remember, your machine and your server machine is in the same network Wi-Fi, then use office mode. The moment your laptop is in a different network, your server is in a different network, then use field mode. Different network cannot connect your server. The moment you connect your server, that's when you can find all of this function working. Faham? Then later you try, you will know what it means. Okay, so you know express synchronization will straight away upload the data to the server. Synchronize work paper, you select which work paper you want to transfer. Check in and check out. I will explain in a bit. Okay, now synchronization got two purposes. Number one, it will make two binders the same and the most current. So let's say all of us are working with one binder. Okay, got 50 companies. We just divide. Okay. Now, what happened is that one binder, everyone doing different sections, right? You won't be doing the same work. You're doing cash, you're doing AR, you're doing inventory, payables, expenses. Everyone doing your own section. Then when you do use the tool named synchronization, the server will receive all of the information, combine, make the binder into the latest recent version. Faham? That's the synchronization purpose. Then number two, synchronization will allow you to transfer the editor rights. Remember, each working paper has the current editor name. If I want to give the rights to you, I need to do synchronization so that I can check out or check in. Okay, so what is check out or check in? You know when we check in, check out hotel? When we check in, we say we are staying inside a hotel, right? Check out means leaving the hotel. But in here, the balik, check in means I'm putting in the rights to the server. Check in. I check all the work paper into the server. If I say check out, I take out all the rights back to my machine. In, I put in to the server. Out, I take out from the server. So the subject here is the server only. It's not your machine. The server is central. Your machine is very subjective. Can be anyone's machine. Remember again, check-in means, try to remember this, definitely exam will have this question. Check-in means I put the rights back into the server. So all the work paper to the right, I gave it to the server. Check-out means I am taking out all the rights back to my machine. That is checking in and checking out. So you see here, AV. Just remember one, the other one should be vice versa. Checking in, transfer the rights from your local file room. Your local file room is your machine, C drive, to the central file room, server. Checking out, transfer the right from central file room, which is the server, to the local file room, which is your machine. vice versa. Step to synchronize. I don't want you to synchronize, but save and close all the work paper first. Binder, let it be open. Save and close all the work paper. Because you cannot synchronize if you're opening the work papers. TV, you don't have to save and close that because TV is auto save, like I mentioned. Okay, done. Done, save and close. Okay. Don't follow what I'm doing because you cannot reverse back. So I don't want you to do anything. Okay, now you say my Coffee Express is in my local file room, correct? How to know? You see local file room. This is LFR, the first box. Coffee Express is in local file room. Let me show you first if my CFR has Coffee Express or not. CFR is my server. Remember when we create binder, which CFR did we choose? Audit or training? Remember this area, we select training and audit. Which CFR did we choose? Audit. If you select training, then it will be training. Okay, make sure you selected audit over here. Okay, audit CFR. Now, my audit CFR is not showing it, nothing right here. I have to double click. I double click, I can see all of the clients that is already in the server. Can you see how many local, how many files I have in my LFR? But my CFR only have lesser number than my LFR. Correct? Okay, now is my Coffee Express being shown here? See how many TAUMT I got always every Saturday plus weekend. So I stopped using TAUMT content. My Coffee Express, can you find it? No. Even at the bottom also tak ada kan? Maksudnya I never send it to the server yet. So now I'm going to send to the server. Select my Coffee Express. Then I will right click first. You don't right click, just take note of it. Okay? Can you find create binder package? Now this create binder package, you will use it when you are not connected to the server. Right now I'm connected to my server. My server and my machine is in the same machine only. I've made it that way. Okay? And then I have synchronized binder, I have express, check-in, check-out. These are the functions that I showed earlier. Okay. First function, express synchronization. So when I select express synchronization, you will see the server will just run like this. Okay, how it will run? You see binder name, you will see client name, status, progress, estimated time and all. Then you see at the bottom here showing completed, right? The result should be completed successfully. That's all. The moment it's showing completed successfully, then you know the server already taking the information. How I can confirm? Under my audit CFR, I can find my Coffee Express now. First way. Okay? Second, same Coffee Express here now. Let's assume that I don't want the rights. I've done all my work, I want to give it to the server. So I right click and then I will use check in all work paper. Okay? Check in all work paper. The moment I click check in, you see there are jadi warna grey and then unassigned. Unassigned. Let them go. Focus here. Okay, it's showing unassigned. So unassigned means I've given all the rights back to the server. So that is checking all work paper. Let's say I want the rights back to my machine. So I go back to the file room. I right click on the binder and then I can find check out on work papers. Then I got my name again back. So everything depends on your current editor, check in and check out. Unassigned means you don't have rights. When you have your name there, then you can see the name already. So what I want you to do now is try expressing check in and check out. Try now. First try.
我先不是听。
check in all work 네. 괜찮아요. 좋습니다. 왜 되게 Can you
Can you see the difference? Your CFR will not have your client name before this. Now you can see your CFR. Then some of them might think, hey, my audit CFR is not showing anything. Double click on your audit CFR, then only you will find. So then save and close all wallpaper, right click, go to your engagement file room. When I say file room means here where you can see your file. This is your file room. Okay, select your binder, right click,
Close her.
select which one you want to do. Express, check in or check out. You can see synchronized binder, right? Synchronize is the combination of express, check in and check out. So when you click synchronize binder, it will ask you, do you want to transfer the rights or not? Check in, check out and expressing all combined into one. You have to answer certain question, then only you will see. Okay? So for now you can just use the three method. Let's say I want to synchronize. My manager is saying, Hashita, just synchronize the report. I want to check the report first. Because you never finish the rest of the work. Right click and then you will find synchronize work paper. Okay, you right click and then you find synchronize work paper. Okay, synchronize, done. That's all. After it load, how to confirm, you go to your file room, job queue will open. Every time when the job queue open, right, then you see completed, it means it has synchronized. Okay? There are two more situations that can happen. The result, first one is completed successfully. If it's showing fail, can be failed, right? If it's showing fail, why? Okay? Okay, right? Everything. Not okay. Why? Hey, don't get quiet. Tell me if you cannot sing. I have opened work papers. Close all the work paper, then only can sing. Try to read the error. When the error is coming out, let's say like after today you won't see me here. Then how you're gonna ask question? So all the errors in CCH are very straightforward. You know what to do. Check. No way to do like this. Go to your file room. There's your file room. There's your LFR CFR. Okay, right, what is this? Right click. Check in. We are close to both. See? Only. Then you want the right side, check out.
check out.
Same problem again. Like, remember when you want to export earlier, you cannot, right? And export. Close everything. Then only you can close the work paper. Save and close all work paper. Even if your PDF is open, close.
Excuse me, how to check out?
It's okay. To check out, if you want all of the rights, you go to your file room. There's your LFR. Okay. Select Starbar, right? Select. Okay. Select the binder. Right click. Check out all.
Okay.
This is check-in. Check-in means you're giving it to the server. Now you already give to the server. You want to take out, right? Check out.
I already checked in and just now I check
Out.
Okay.
Just now you already check in, now you check out.
Okay.
What is the difference between the binder? Here also got check out, right?
Mm.
You saw right just now. You right click. If you check out here, it will just, the particular work paper only will be check in, check out.
Okay.
So don't confuse the check in, check out. Yes.
它如果我们在这边 check out 的话，我们是 check out 其中一份的东西。如果我们要 check out 整个 binder 要去另外一个 tab，
Double click on your CFR.
这个
你要哈哈 upon 你 right click 哈，
Select the
然后
CFR and
你
double
现
click.
在 check
check out
out。
check out 2个字哦。
哦，这样等于是不用弄了。
对，下一个 step。
The binder. The different binder.
synchronization 好像是。
Okay, because you don't understand, I'm going to explain again. Can I go back one more time? No mind. Stay back. Okay, can you see the icon blue color like this? If you are saying blue color icon, it means you have rights to the at least one book paper is under your name. The moment you are not seeing blue color, but it's like an open book, mixture of yellow and all, means all the rights are reserved. Okay? You see here, now I right click, right, check in all work papers. Just watch here first, just watch here, check in. Then you see the current editor unassigned. Then I go back to my file room, tengok, no more blue color arrow. Like open book. So the icon will differentiate. Okay. Then you also got confused. So you're asking now how to take out the rights back to my machine. Then you right click here, you see got checkout, right? The difference between checkout work paper here and the checkout all work paper here is that here means everything. If you select within the binder, only that particular work paper will be checked out. Okay, I show you. Right click, check out from here. Check out. You see only that. Black color means you have the rights. Grey means you don't have the rights. You see only this one showing my name. Where's the rest? So am I going to shift select everything? Cannot. I'm not going to do this. So how I'm going to do? Go to file room, right click, check out all. All means everything. That's all. Faham? How to confirm that you already synchronize? Number one is this job queue. You can see the time here when you synchronize. Number two is you can go to your audit CFR, double click the moment you find your folder here, you see the binder is here. The binders in CFR, right, will not have that icon, blue color open book. Binder in CFR only have this one icon only. The icon that you are changing, right, is only in your local file room here, LFR. Done? Understand? Any doubt? Clear it now. Okay? If let's say you want to synchronize, just right click. Let's say only this particular section I want to synchronize. Right click, and then synchronize book paper. Within the binder, it's just book paper level. In file room, it's the entire binder. Can I proceed to the next slide? You understand this? Can explain during exam?
กัดทันท้อง
有
Express synchronization, or you tell you what is this? Okay, let's say you want more automation, then you have auto express sync. What is auto express sync? You see, got tools here at the top. Select the tools, and then you see options. I don't want you to select the first two box, or if you select this later, you go and untick. Okay. What I'm going to do now is select this first two boxes. Now what it means is that every time when I open a binder, the file room will sync first and then only open. So I don't have to right click, select express synchronization. They automatically sync. When I close binder, they automatically sync, baru dia akan close. then circulation. Okay, up to you if you want this to turn on or you close this. Okay, I'm doing training, so I don't want to sing all the time. But in your working life, you turn this on. So every day at the end of the day, when you close the binder after you work, the system will sing and then sing. The next morning, you open your binder again, they sing, open. Okay, so you already do your sharing to a work paper, already sent to the server. Now we are at the wrapping up, finalization. You only got last two topics from here, finalization and roll call. Okay, so finalization is a very important task for you to do, for you to know also. Okay, Eric. Okay, next thing. Make sure your CFR has the synchronized binder. Okay. So steps to finalize the binder. Like whatever you start, you need to close also, right? Same goes here. Number one, for you to finalize, you cannot be using field mode. I forgot to inform you this now. For you to differentiate office and field mode, right? Now in your office, you can find the CFR section here. If you log in via field mode, the CFR will be displayed. You cannot see the CFR. So if you cannot see CFR, then how you going to see? So number one, log in the office location, not field mode. Number two, only one person will perform the finalization. So if you have a binder with 5 group of auditors, only that one person will do the finalization. Who will be that one person? It can be a manager, be a partner or senior. Anyone experienced archiving before in your firm? You will do. What you did in the finalization time? You're from EY, right? What you do?
Check all the working paper, that you know are outstanding matters, clear audited invoice. Make sure the canvas is clean before I publish the items. Any outstanding matters, and then archive whatever is settled.
So you have a function called archive, is it?
Yeah, it's fine.
So you got to do that archive, that function.
No, my job is to
Check.
check everything before they done.
Then your senior manager will archive that, right? Same thing. Okay, so if you have experience, you know. Finalization is being done according to the ISQM 1 rules. What is ISQM 1 rules? You know the IAS, International Auditing Standard. They have come up with these standards also. So you got ISQM 1 and ISQM 2. The preparer level, all usually ISQM 1. Reviewer level will go to ISQM 2. ISQM, you can go and study about this. It's a very general topic to learn. Okay, so one of the component under this ISQM is quality management checking something. How quality is your audit work? That is ISQM. One of the rules is finalization. Okay, so only one person will perform the finalization. When that one person, which is me, I'm doing, you guys are my team members. What you have to do, you have to go check all your working paper, clean or not. Work done, cross-reference, tick marks, sign off, sudah lepas ke tak? Check. Outstanding list, any confirmation pending, client already signed or not. Whatever document you need to get all of it. Review note clear or not? So like whatever she said, right? You have to check everything. Once you check everything, you will give the rights to the server of your work paper. So when I want to give the rights to the server, then check in or check out? Check in. I give it back to the server. What I will do, I will take all of the rights from the server. All of your working paper rights should be under my name now. Then usually I would have to do the last check. One round. What after that I will do, synchronize and check out all your paper. Done with that, you need to enter the required dates on the date tab. What is this required date? Go to your file room. Okay, go to your file room. In your LFR, right? Select your client folder and then select your binder. Scroll to your right hand side. Can you see there's document completion date, finalized by, finalized date, and retention period and date? This retention and the document completion date must be set first. According to ISQM 1, in Malaysia, you have 60 days to finalize after you release the report. So let's say today I release the report, 60 days from now onwards, I have time to finalize. So So 60 days I need to do whatever outstanding job pending, I have to clean it up. How to key in this date, system will calculate for you. So you don't do. This part all I will do. So I just right click and then you will see properties, but you just take note on how to do it. Properties, can you see the date tab here? Select the date tab. You need to give two information. When is the signing date of the report? You know your audit report, client, director have to sign, partner have to sign, right? This due date, you need to keep it. So let's say it is last week. Usually the signing date and the release date will be different date. Okay, you put in the date. The moment I put in the date, can you see the document completion date here? 60 days and then you already fill up. So I have time until 16th September 2025, 2 months. 60 days I need to archive, lock every work paper. Then I got binder retention period 7 years. So I need to keep this file for 7 years until 2032. Why 7 years? Why I need to keep the file for 7 years? Who will come and check? Huh? If suddenly client income tax fraud, tax submission got fraud, right? Then income tax wants to check client. Then they will check audit file. So you need to keep the file for 7 years. Even your personal income tax, all the receipt that you are claiming and all must keep for 7 years. Each country different. Malaysia 7 years, Singapore 5 years, Philippines, Indonesia 10 years. Depends where you are auditing. What client from where. So you have to keep for 7 years. That's why our file will be here for 7 years. So the moment I key in the date, I have to click OK. Then the dates will show in my binder view. Is that good? The moment the date is being shown here, the system will track the binder. What the system will do every time when you log in, right? Let's say 2 more weeks. On 1st September, it will warn you, give you like a reminder. Hey, you got 10 more days, 5 more days. You will be out of compliance if you already passed the due date. So we are not going to be out of compliance. Done with this, then I will perform the finalization. So how to perform the finalization? The moment I will key in the date, then I can right click and then there is finalized binder. Okay, so I need to close the binder. Okay, then I right click, finalize binder. Prior to finalizing the binder, the system will synchronize one last round to check in case if there's any missed items or not. So it will scan and then synchronize. Tada, you have the binder visit. So in the binder visit, remember I told you all those outstanding. Number 1, the system will check if there's any preparer sign off missing. So right now, just now I never sign off everything. I just sign off certain part. Okay, so the system is telling me work papers exist that do not have the preparer sign off. So you have to cancel, go inside and ask who's the preparer to sign off as preparer. Right now I'm just skipping this, continuing. Done. Same goes to reviewer sign off analysis. Reviewer also never sign off. So reviewer must sign off. Right. Then modify after review. After reviewer sign off, you are not supposed to go and modify the work paper again. If you modify, then you will see an analysis like this. So reviewer will know that you already modified. Then I will continue also. Remember the notes. So what happens when you don't clear the notes is that system will show that as a problem. So system will clear the notes from here. Just click this, then the system will go clear the notes. And then next. Okay, this one is binder stop sign off. Next. Then now what the system will do, it will clear the synchronization history, the work paper history. Remember you sign off, you remove everything, all history will be cleared. The work papers will be locked. Then I click finalize. You see the icon become close yellow book. Close yellow book. The status is finalized. What happens to finalized binder? Expand. None of the rights I will have anymore, and if I right click, none of the functions also will work anymore. function all both ways. Okay? Even if you synchronize, you see, cannot check in, check out, nothing else. That's all. The binder has been locked. When you open the document will open in a read-only version. But you can always print, you can always copy and paste in another binder. You can do that. Faham? Faham, no? Any doubt with finalization? Okay. Once the finalized process has been done, the binder will be locked. So you cannot go and modify any work anymore. That's why the finalized process is very crucial in an audit flow. Because what if they already finalized, then only you say, I already forget this. Won't look good in your performance review. Okay. So done, finalized. The audit for that year is done. But every audit will have to end when it comes to roll forward. So roll forward is a crucial step also when I step into the next year. If you're coming from small firm, you're working from small firm, then most of the time it will be the same auditors who will audit the following year. But if you're coming from very big firm, right, every year people will just change. Because too many staff, right? Will just change. Then binder you can roll forward anytime. Roll forward is very easy. You just have to right click and then you will find roll forward. Okay, you can roll forward even without you finalize. So you roll forward together with me. Okay, right click on the binder that you have now. Select roll forward binder. Okay, these are the selections. So we are going to go through it. Select next. You see general properties. It is not asking you to key in anything, but the system asking you to verify. All the information correct? Just say correct. Okay, lead partner. Who's the lead partner? Select who's the lead partner. Okay. Partners won't change every year. Partner will be the same partner unless the partner retire or resign. And then verify period properties. So it is not asking you to key in, just asking you to verify. My previous year was 2025. Then automatically they are detect 2026. So that's all. Check only. Then select next. Who will be the binder staff assignment? So like I told you, if the staff is changing, you also assign and unassign. If the same staff, leave it as it is. And then next, verify work paper roll forward setting. So all of this work paper will be rolled forward. So that's it. You don't want to roll forward certain work paper, you just select on the work paper and then select modify, choose your option, yes or no. But I'm not going to change anything. Then next, remember journal entry roll forward setting, recurring, reversing, yes you can do it here. Even though I already select do not include in roll forward there, it will still ask you here again, reminder. Then let's say I want to roll forward this, yes, clear amount. Select on the end and then it will give you the options. Okay, you select here, then you can just change yes, yes. And then finish, done. Check back everything that you selected and then roll forward. Okay, do you have your roll forward? How to differentiate? By seeing the year end. So the latest year end is your new binder. Open your binder and then open your financial statement. Open your financial statements section and then you see client TV is empty now. So it means I have to get my Excel again for 2026 TV. Upload. Remember the entire cycle, paste TV import, account grouping. You don't have to do account grouping on, just do paste TV import is enough. You know why? Open your TV database now. C10115. Open your TV database. Can you see your unadjusted column? Got no figure already. And your final is 0. Yes? What happened? My prior year 2025, 2024 has been rolled forward 1 period back. Okay? So your job, right, on the second year onwards, you have to bring in the Excel TV and then do paste TV import. the account grouping all will be the same. You don't have to go and do the grouping anymore. If you go engagement account grouping, you see the grouping will be done. 0 account already. So the moment you bring in TB, the grouping will be done automatically. Same goes to your lead schedule, to your classified report here, to your basic FS, to your audit report. You open your basic FS, and first, open your first basic FS. No figure 2026. Those who have done your internship, if you are experienced with roll forward, you will know that you have to roll forward every 5. Imagine you have this kind of you don't have to roll forward anymore. One button. If not, means you know what happened to those non-interns? Literally you have to copy this and that, but it's not copy like you have to check one by one also when you're copying and pasting because the alignment will run, this run, that run, things will run. Okay, you have this. Same goes to your report. Open your report. Audit report. Go to your SOFP. Remember you copy paste special paste link. Just control click. Okay. The figures are still showing, right? Remember how to update changes? How? Update link. Done. Roll forward. Easy. That's all. Remember what happened to your loan for next period? Already become your open item now. Your note for next period has become open item. Faham how the roll forward works? Just one button roll forward, then it will roll forward everything. Understand? Okay. So what I want you to do now is, since you don't have time, we are not going to do the exercise with me, but you still have to do for your preparation. Okay. Where is your, go to your training data. Can you see got case study, cash and bank balance? Open that PDF. You will have the procedures from 1 to 10. This is an example of audit program. But the program that you're seeing here is a very detailed one. Usually a program will not be like this stuff. It's a very short form one. Okay, this is the audit procedure for cash and bank. You read this and then the second page you got instructions. What you have to do. So you create a client folder and then you binder, do the grouping, import, etc. Do all of this. If you're able to do this, then you can do the exam. Okay, you try to go through the case study now. If you have any questions, just clear with me now before we.
Oh my god, this guy's still.
Hey, come back faster. You take picture.